So, a very successful evening for Wolves beating Arsenal 2-1, our first win at the Emirates for 41 years. Very, very happy with the result. But of course, before the match review starts, I just want to say best wishes to Raul Jimenez and wish him a speedy recovery. It was obviously a awful clash of heads. You could hear it on the screen. I heard it straight away and I cringed at just how bad it sounded. And it was good for Sky to say that he's conscious, he's responding well to treatment. So very happy about that. Obviously the issue is obviously with his health. Head injuries are really serious, so he might be out for the season, he could be out for a few months, we don't know. But of course I think the whole Wolves family and many people in football I've seen tweet out as well, wishing him a speedy recovery. But the performance today was, to a man, absolutely outstanding. To get that injury to Jimenez, who's such an important figure in the dressing room and for the team, and to come out after that and produce the performance we did, I think massive credit goes to Nuno, massive credit goes to the players. I think Fabio Silva did a good job coming in for Jimenez tonight. Maybe not the best performance, but I certainly think he did a job. I think he showed some good touches here and there, and he certainly looks to be a promising player for us. Neto and Podence. I mean, plenty has been made about us selling Jota and having him and Neto instead of him, but those two, absolutely brilliant. And they have been most of the season, and they look to be our best players. Adama as well, absolutely superb. Of course, there were rumours that we were going to go with a 4-2-3-1 or a 4 at the back, and it was a 4-2-3-1 that we played. Neto is just so good centrally. And then you've got Pedence, Silva and Adama that just are so fluid as a front three. They can change around. The first goal was really well worked from Adama. Unlucky for Dendoncker, but a good finish from Neto, alive to the ball. And Podence's goal is just absolutely brilliant. I mean, to the little bit of skill just to flick it over Gabriel, I think it was, and just smash it into the bottom corner, shows how good he is and how much he's improved since he came into the team. Disappointing with the goal that we conceded. Not the best defending. I think Marcel could have done a bit better. I'm not sure who he beat to the header. But apart from that, I think we were really, really good. First half was unbelievable. Fantastic attacking play. Second half, a lot more muted. Arsenal came at us a lot more. A few sort of hairy moments, I guess, in the last 15, 20 minutes. But overall, superb game. Can't complain with the performance. And, considering the context in which this game was played, I am absolutely over the moon with that. Really, really good performance. So much promise with this four at the back. Onwards and upwards for the next game.
Right, you'll have to excuse my haircut because obviously in lockdown I haven't been able to have one. Great performance tonight. Obviously, I think up for all Wolves fans, the thoughts are with Raul Jimenez. It just shows how brave he is. He'll go for anything. And to get injured like that, he's awful. So obviously my thoughts are with him, and I'm sure everyone's are. Apparently he's conscious and responding to treatment, which is amazing. So hopefully that'll continue to be the case, and he'll make a very quick and speedy recovery. As for Wolves tonight, good goal by Neto. For me, seems to be getting better and better every game. This new formation that we've been playing, Wolves look like they'd adjusted to it nicely, and all the attackers were being brought into play. And that bit of skill by Podence was unbelievable. I mean, it just shows what a quick thinking player he is, dinking the ball like that and then scoring. And look, it's a good win. And when we're beating teams like Arsenal now at Arsenal, it isn't a shock. So it really shows how far we've come. But once again, the critique of the game isn't that important. The most important thing is Raul Jimenez making a speedy recovery, and we wish him well. Keep tuning in to the great work Talking Wolves are doing. Over and out.
Just before we start on there, just obviously thoughts, condolences go out to Raul Jimenez. Thank God he's conscious and reacting well to treatment as well. Just thank God he after that collision, that was horrible. That was horrible clash of heads. To even suggest a red card is silly at this point. Let's reflect on the game really. First 70 minutes was absolutely brilliant. I felt we looked very, very good. Our attacking football was there. Adama was superb again. A lot of calls. I think a lot of people said last week, why should Adama Traore be starting in this game? He doesn't fill me with confidence. Adama Traore was just showing all the people again why he should be in the team week in, week out. the ability that he has where he can not do an awful lot in the game, he can beat 3 men, he can produce a wonderful cross for the goal. That's why Adama Traore has to play. And unfortunately for myself on there, has got a bit of stick last week for it. He's proven people wrong on there again. Same with Fabio Silva. He's proven a lot of critics wrong who thought it was 35 million was a waste of money based on today's performance. So I still probably wouldn't say he's a £35 million player, but he was still absolutely brilliant. He did very, very well. His link-up play, his ability to bring others into the game, it was absolutely brilliant. Pedro Neto and Daniel Podence, again, absolutely superb performances from the both of them. It kind of went a little bit off the rail when Podence came on the last 20 minutes. Arsenal weren't really pressuring us. And then Arsenal just kind of got into the game a little bit too much, probably for my liking on there as well. Just thank God we saw out the game. But for 20 minutes to play defensive football, that's where you're probably going to concede in that time if you sit back for longer periods than the last 10 minutes. Just another thing on there as well. Midfield, I thought was very, very good. Moutinho, I mean, he's 34, but he runs about like he's 24. He's still got it. Yeah, defensively, back four. I feel as though we need to stick with back four now. It has to stay on the back four. But yeah, we got the win. We've done it for Jimenez. That was absolutely superb. Thank you very much for having me on once again, Talking Wolves. Thank you very much, Dave. And yeah, let's hope that Jota does not score next week.
Well, this is the happiest fans react you're going to see from me for a long time. It was just good to enjoy a game of football that Wolves were involved in. Nuno went to 4 at the back, and from the get-go, Wolves just were great going forward. Really, really good to watch. I thought every player was pretty much a 7 or a 10, 7 out of 10 at least. I thought Neto was absolutely outstanding for his age. He bossed that game. Podence was great. The way he took the ball over Gabriel for the goal was naughty. And I'd like to apologise to João Moutinho, as I think a lot of Wolves fans would. We've said that he looks out. He could be out the door. His legs are going. That display there completely rubbishes that. He looks so much better further up the pitch. He presses from the front. He was outstanding in there with Dendoncker, and although we reverted to type somewhat in the second half by inviting pressure on, and we rode our luck, we weathered the storm, and it's a massive win. Now, we've said to Nuno, got to change something. The handbrake needs to come off. The handbrake's come off for 75 minutes and we've won the game. Credit to Nuno, massive credit to Nuno, because that was a ballsy team selection and a ballsy performance that matched. It's a fantastic win. Couple hairy moments at the back, but we've said this, we'll take that if it means we have a go and put teams to bed, because we've said time and time and again, we've got players to hurt teams, and we've hurt teams there. Every time we went forward, we looked like scoring. I hope Michael Oliver has a pretty shit night's kick tonight. I thought he was dreadful as a referee. But the one note I do want to leave it on is Raul Jimenez. I did say on a tweet that whatever happens after that kind of feels insignificant. I'm just praying that, selfishly, that he's not out for too long, but most importantly that he's all right. It's fantastic that he's responding to treatment and stuff, but it was a sickening blow. Real sombre kind of first half. And the lads did it for him today. They got the win. Massive 3 points. Yeah, hope he's all right. Praying that he's all right. But yeah, I've enjoyed a game of football that involves Wolverhampton Wanderers. Credit to Nuno, credit to the team, and a massive 3 points.
Hello, Talking Wolves. So yeah, an absolutely huge win. But I think straight away from the off, you just got to say, really hope Raul Jimenez is okay. That was a brutal head clash. You heard the impact on the telly. And when you saw David Luiz's head was bleeding, you knew it was bad. So we don't know the full details yet. We do know he's, responding well in hospital, according to Sky Sports. So let's hope he's okay. And we don't want him injured. But before all that, football's not important. He's just had a young kid, and I hope he's okay. I hope he's not, I hope he's recovers well, and it's not as serious as it seems for Raul Jimenez. So yeah. Anyway, onto the game. Fabio Silva, come on. I'll start with him. Thought he did really well coming on, filling some big shoes there, in filling in for Raul Jimenez, and he led the line well. And I was just so happy because we went for a back four again, which not many people expected, with Cody and Bolly as centre backs. Podence, Neto, and Traore in behind Raul was the start. No Neves, which I was kind of shocked with, but understandable. And 8 Nori and Kilman got dropped too. Marcel, and obviously Cody coming in for them, and great performance. First half we were brilliant. Went 1-0 up from Neto. Great little finish. I thought Dendonga's header was going to be a goal, and some of our attacking was brilliant. Really was. But the only little negative from the first half is that we conceded straight away. Good header from Gabriel, but it's just unfortunate, isn't it, to concede that quickly, and I was a bit gutted with that. But the second goal, the move, the build-up was unbelievable. Great build-up, and Podence, oh my God. I think they said, Roy Keane said, if like Messi or someone does that, the little flick he did to get it over the defender to then slot it in, top player like Messi does that, we're talking about that for months. So unbelievable. And I've criticised Neto and Podence for not being clinical enough, and they've both got goals today. More Podence, but yeah, really clinical. An amazing first half. And I was hoping we'd come out second half and go on and get a third or a fourth or a fifth, keep going. But we know that's not Nuno's style. So Neves come on for Podence eventually. Fabio Silva come off, Kilman come on, and we kind of saw it out. So it was very nerve-wracking for the last half hour or so, just seeing out the result. And we rode our luck a bit, but we got the 3 points. A massive win away at the Emirates. I believe that's our first win there. And a great performance, takes us into the top 6. And brilliant. There's so many contenders for man of the match. Marcel was brilliant. Semedo, Neto, Podence. Even Traore was okay, although he had a few dodgy moments. But I'm going to give Neto my man of the match because I love Neto. He's my favourite player at the moment. And yeah, brilliant win. Onwards and upwards. And this new 4 at the back could be the secret to getting us attacking and more entertaining for the fans, whilst getting some good results. Come on, Wolves. Cheers, talking Wolves. And bring on Liverpool.